Today we're talking about low EMF sauna options for people living overseas in the UK and abroad, because sometimes it's a very different buying experience than in the US. I've been testing saunas for over 7 years. I think last time we counted it was well over 40 brands. In those years, we've seen a lot of offerings that were okay for the overseas market and not so okay, because a lot of times you're looking at a US model rebranded as an overseas model with different components under the hood.
The guy said, "Hey Matt, I've been following you for quite some time, and I'm finally deciding to take the plunge and get a dry sauna. However, I'm based in the UK. So he wants a two-person sauna. He wants it to be extremely low EMF. It needs to be able to go overseas to the UK. What do you choose to do? That's a difficult one.
Well, it depends on where in the UK. We just had one yesterday from Australia. Another one from, was it New Zealand or something like that? Sometimes in certain countries, you might have different brands that are available and different brands that don't import there. There are some local companies in some of the areas, like for the Australia customer or question, we recommended checking out a Heavenly Heat, see if they're still shipping over there. The only reason I say that is because we know what the Heavenly Heat tests like this year and beyond. Sometimes companies will show customers EMF test reports or results on video with a US model, and that is a 60 hertz 120 volt power supply typically, and the one that you're going to get overseas has different guts in it, and it'll be a 240 or 220 volt, however you like to say it. And sometimes they'll have sky high electric fields that don't show up in the American models. And so that's problematic. So just because you see a test report or something from a company that also sells in the States and EU, don't necessarily think that they're the same. We've had issues with that in the past. I myself have kind of been duped. I used to promote a particular sauna brand that touted low EMF. And for us in the States, they were fairly low. They weren't perfect, but the European customers that were buying them, they were terrible. So they use, I don't know if it was intentional or unintentional. We never got to the bottom of it because I just got rid of those and we didn't associate with them anymore, because you can't do that to people. And they weren't willing to replace the customers, saunas. So I didn't think that was a good look. I didn't think that was a good fit to treat people that way. So violated my values. They didn't want to change what they were doing, obviously, at the time. And so you have to be really careful. You want to make sure that you're looking at a test report from the actual power supply, or style that you're actually going to buy, and make sure no one is swapping those. So if it's one of those countries, I would call Heavenly Heat, see if they ship over there. If not, tell me exactly which country it is, and I'll give you a better set of options. And by the way, this is exactly why we built the Facebook group, which has almost 40,000 members in it now. And I guarantee you, if I don't know, the right names off the top of my head, somebody in there lives in your country, and they do.